Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play. Especially breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Vols will hustle to the line. To the air, it's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the...
Oh, he's got some space! Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here's the hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bomb.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Give to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the back. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Corner's going to give them room. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Breaks into the open. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Smashes ahead. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Vols in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 2.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown ball! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. Dances away. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield.
He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Third and short now from their own 48. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. this drive going to the air. He lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The hand to the running back.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they get him down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to power it in. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but no.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's open on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from complete...
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Split backs here. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see. Steps up. Who makes the winning plays to take home that W? They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got the back over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Volunteer! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Unloads to the right. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. They'll try the right side. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And the Volunteers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. This time on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play is holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
to the air on second down. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is back against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Penn State.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Slithers into space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Military stunt.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And the Vols will take it first here in overtime. Wide receiver going in motion.
Hey, flip.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Touchdown ball! They strike first here in overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
from the gun. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up if you want to go for it on fourth.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Penn State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
221 wing. Trick 9B.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the two-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David? Make a play and end this thing.
Man, that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them, guys. We just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Kearney. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion.
Military start.
Finds his big tight end. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try is a winner in OT. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.